Welcome back to my channel, YouTube. My name is John Deak. My channel is called John Deak Toy Reviews and More. And today we're going to check out Storm Collectables' newly released Hulk Hogan action figure. So I'm just going to get right into it, show you guys the brown shipper it comes in. This is the front of the brown shipper, your typical, brown shipper that you get with your 1/6 figures. It says Hulk Hogan, Hulkmania, 1/6 scale collectible figure. And the side has nothing. The back has the same thing. And that side has nothing. And the bottom has nothing. Alright, let's get it out of the box. Alright, so I got it out of the box. This is actually the exclusive version. I'm pretty excited about this figure. I've been waiting for it for a long time. So let's check out the front of the box right there, which is awesome. Then we have the side of the box. It says Hulk Hogan Hulkmania. And then the back of the box, which has Storm Collectables, Facebook, Instagram, where it's manufactured in Hong Kong, their website, and the notice of, warning, choking hazard. And this is the other side of the box. And it looks like it's a flip open box that's held on with Velcro. The box art, I do want to note, is really, really pretty. I like it. It's really cool. And the signature for Hulk Hogan, let me get you guys a close-up, is actually raised, so you can feel it. Some of the other stuff on the box is also raised. So really nice box art. I like it. Traditional red and yellow Hulk Hogan colors. And then the front is actually velcroed on, and the figure is right there. That is what we are talking about. Two of his glasses fell out of the packaging, but I'm sure they're okay. What you gonna do when the Hulkmania runs wild on you? Yeah. So that's my my best Hulk Hogan impression. What do you used to say? What's up, brother? Or what you gonna do, brother? That's what it was. So that's my Hulk Hogan impression. Don't mind me, I'm a nerd. Alright, so that's the inside of the box. The figure is there. You got your two Velcros that hold the lid closed for the box. Let's dive inside of this package and see what comes with this figure. I got high hopes for this one. I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, I got everything out of the box, and what I'd like to start off with is the accessories and go over each one by one, show them to you guys. I can definitely say this figure is not lacking in accessories. Definitely not lacking with how many sets of hands you got. I think you got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 sets of hands. Don't quote me on that yet. I have to double check. I'll just a quick count. But we have tons of accessories for Hulk Hogan here, and I'm gonna go through each one really quick just to show you guys, okay? So the first thing I wanna show you is his head bandana, and this is actually sculpted out of like a vinyl. So this one is his red one, and I'm just gonna put them down here as I go along. This one is his yellow one, and it says Hulkmania on the front of it there. And like I said, it's sculpted vinyl, so it's hard. I'm gonna go through all that with my review, of course. Then you have yellow Hulk Hogan sunglasses. Those are pretty cool. And then you have his red sunglasses. In the 80s, Hulk Hogan had very many different renditions of his character Hulk Hogan, the wrestler. There was like Hollywood Hulk, and a few other ones. And then obviously you guys might have seen him in the movie and the Rocky film also. This is one of his belts, Hulkmania. That's the red one. This is his yellow belt. That's really cool. I love the yellow and red. Always was a favorite color combination of mine. And then you have his wristbands. You got two yellow, 2 red. Same ones here. And I actually grew up watching Hulk Hogan. You know, there were two main sports characters that I grew up with in the 80s, and one was Hulk Hogan and the other one was Mike Tyson. I could still remember, you know, just as a child having so much fear of Mike Tyson. Like, I really thought he could kick my ass. Anyway, so this is the red boots, and that paint is looking awesome so far. That is not a sticker. Anyway, these are the red boots. This comes with the exclusive version for those who pre-ordered it, and that's what they look like. So you got red boots. All right. Then you have two bandanas that can wrap around his head. Again, you have the Hulk Hogan, I'm sorry, the Hulkmania logo on them. This is the red one. Then you have the yellow one, and I'm sure that you wrap that around his head sometime, some way, I mean. And let's go ahead and check out the hands. Tons of hands, it's crazy. So you have the open hand. Then you have the bitch slap hand. And you have another open hand. You have the hand that kind of like rips open or holds his you know, how he rips his shirt open, or just, you know, grabs onto things, grabs onto the ring. Then you have his pointing hand. Talking to you, brother. All right, then you have his other flat hand, like here. Man, lots of hands. The other grabbing hand right here. And these are some really awesome hands. We're gonna get into them. These are the ones that are made for his ripped shirt, actually. I don't know how to do it yet, but these hands are, let me see here if I could do it on camera. Oh wow, that's a powerful magnet. Are magnetic. Ooh, yes. You might be wondering, why is his fist magnetic? And I will tell you as soon as I do my review. All right, so here we have these like feather scarf things that go around his neck. You got a yellow one and a red one. Nice and fluffy scarves. This is, all right, I'll show this. This is the one of the head sculpts. That's I didn't put it on more angry, aggressive Hulk. Then we have his Hulkmania tank top in red. And we have his Hulkmania ripped tank top in red. His Hulkmania tank top in yellow. And finally, we have his Hulkmania tank top in the ripped one in yellow. So that is a ton of accessories. I'm pretty impressed. They definitely hooked you up with accessories on this figure. I'm gonna go ahead and take about an hour break, maybe 2 hours. I really wanna go over this figure and give you guys an awesome review. All right, I will be right back. All right, guys, I am back. Actually took a little bit longer than an hour. It took a couple days. So it's been 2 days now. I went over this figure really, really well. I wanted to get a really good understanding of this new body that Storm Collectables released. And I wanted to play around with the different poses and try to understand how these new magnetic hands work, which we'll eventually get into. I did want to show you guys, just before I go over the accessories, this pose here. This is Hulk Hogan's signature, where he, you know, rips off his tank top and it, you know, shreds in the middle and he rips it apart. And you're able to actually achieve this pose with the Storm Collectables Hulk Hogan because of special little magnetic hands. This is, you know, kind of a tough pose to do. So I wanted to show you in the beginning, before I go over everything, you know, what it looks like, and I'm going to show you how to get to that pose. I'm going to try at least to do it on camera. All right, guys, so I got the figure stripped down a little bit here, took off all the accessories and stuff so I can give you guys a better view, and also go over the articulation of the figure. The articulation is particularly important with this figure because you don't want to, you know, cause any paint rub and so forth. All right, so let's dive in. Let me go over the articulation with you guys. Just want to let you know, while I was stripping him down, my cat came over and decided he wanted to play and scratched the living hell out of my hand. Hooray for cats. So, just thought I'd let you guys know I didn't contract a deadly disease within 10 minutes of me taking off his accessories. First things first that I want to go over with, okay, is the arms, okay? The arms, they don't necessarily pop out, sort of like how the RoboCop, the Hot Toys RoboCop arm pops out, but they kind of do, you know, create this little gap here that you can move back and forward, so you can kind of, you know, rotate the arm without causing any paint rub all the way around, okay? You know, everything has paint rub. If you rub against something that's painted long enough, it's gonna come off. These are painted bodies. It is what it is. It's not a car body that's, you know, sprayed with clear coat. So just be mindful and careful. You know, try to pop it out a little bit when you're rotating the arms, okay? The shoulders also go up. They go up about that high. Make sure it's, which is a pretty, let me get this out really quick here. Pretty good length there. If you want to do that, jumping into the ring, you know, landing on top of your opponent, look, and you kind of push it down. Okay, and then we have the biceps. They curl up, and the biceps are actually ratcheted, so you can hear 1, 2, 3. It goes up that far, like that. And then you also have a swivel, so it'll go left and right. Okay, same one with this arm. You got it, it'll go up, swivel, left and right. Okay, now I did want to mention something here. If you do leave the arm bent for a long period of time, it may cause a crease, but you know, then again, you know, I just want to show you guys really quickly here. Us humans, we have a crease too from our bending. So it is what it is, but according to Storm Collectables, it will sort of like, you know, go away, sort of how like memory foam is. It kind of disappears. But I've had this figure posed with the elbows bent all night long, and I don't really see too much. Maybe a little bit, but not too much, anything to cause any concern. All right, so that's the arms. You got your waist, which will swivel all the way around. And you have a little tiny ab crunch, just like that, backwards, forwards. And I did want to mention to you that the body is very squishy. Okay, so there's a lot of flex to it there, which is okay with me. Then you have the legs, go up to about that much, go down, out like that. Then you have the knees, which will do the double 1, 2, and then it'll do the double joint right there. And then you also have a little twist, left, right, left. The boots are obviously one piece, so you're not going to have any ankle pivot with the figure. Now, important here is the head. Let's take a closer look at the head here. When you're you know, moving the head around, I recommend you take off whatever he's wearing on his head, whether it's the sculpted scarf or the other scarf, and you kind of gently grab him. I didn't even force the head peg all the way on, but I will this time. You kind of grab him, and you want to move him slowly like that. He can look up, he can look down, he can look pretty much all the way around. So that's the head there, and you know, you got pretty much full articulation any which way you want to go. Just try to be careful again. You know, you don't want to, you know, screw up the paint. Just be mindful. That's all. You're gonna get a lot of years out of this this figure if you just take care of it and and be careful about how you pose it. So that is the basic articulation of the figure. I think it's pretty awesome. It has, you know, a full assortment of articulation. You know, it does everything that you would need a figure to do. So the next thing I want to go ahead and get into is I want to give you guys some close-ups of the figure so you can see everything. All right, so here we have the head sculpt, as you guys can see. And like I said to you, the likeness is pretty much spot on for Hulk Hogan here. It looks pretty fantastic. But what I do want to do, while I have it here on camera, is let's go ahead and swap out the aggressive look for the more, you know, natural pose, natural expression here. So you want to straighten that out, line it up, and pop him on. And I'll use the yellow sculpted bandana this time. Okay, there you go. So that is the natural expression pose. Let me make sure I got it in focus. Okay, I do. And let's go ahead and take a closer look at the body. You can see just this massive, you know, 1/6 scale muscular body that Storm, you know, spent almost 6 months engineering this body. They did a fantastic job, I really do think. Check out the arms. You can just really see the detail with all of the veins coming out, all of the ripples from the muscles. Look very realistic. So those arms are pretty awesome, I think. And the shoulders too, you can see the veins coming out there, which is pretty typical for competition muscle builders, bodybuilders, I mean. You scroll down further, you got his spandex waist there with the pants. Then you have the rest of his pants here, and then also these red knee pads. The red knee pads do come off if you wanted them to. They can just simply slide off and come right off the leg. So let's go ahead and turn him around really quick so you guys can see the back of him. I'll just do that right here. And that's his back there. Let's get a closer look. It's got all of the makings of a bodybuilder. Huge muscles coming around, all of the back muscles. This guy really must have busted his ass working out in the 80s, because he totally did a great job on building himself up. You have the back of the yellow boots and stuff, and the back of the stand. All right, so now that we got sort of a closer look of him and his body, let me go ahead and zoom out here, because there are a couple things I wanted to go over with you. First of all, let's take a look at the stand. You have a pretty wide stand. It's a black plastic, and then here you have, you know, your title. It says Hulk Hogan, Hulkmania. It's etched out with black lettering, and the actual plaque is made of metal. And then the body, or sorry, the bottom is just hollow. And the way this works is this part here snaps into the back of the base. It's not like a traditional Hot Toys that goes down into the base. It snaps back into the base. I personally would think that it would be better if it snapped down into the base, because it kind of flexes, and I really don't like that. My Mike Tyson does this also, so maybe we could take notice to, let's start putting it into the base, you know, so the post is secure. So anyway, that's the stand, okay? And here's something I wanted to go over with you guys that's also pretty important. His boots, okay? Because I don't want you guys to break him. His boots simply slide off, okay? Inside, you probably won't be able to see it on camera, is a long 1-inch peg okay? But here at the bottom, there is nothing really tight to secure it in place as far as like a popping sound. You know, you're used to pushing in Hot Toys legs or boots, and then you hear it pop, and it pops into the joint. The peg pops into the joint, and then you feel it. It's not like that with this figure. No, this boot is simply going to slide on like that and slide off. You're not gonna feel that, you know, click or that pop that you're used to feeling. So here's the exclusive boot. Same thing with this one. Just first thing, let me make sure it's straight, the peg inside there. It's a little off. Okay, you just put it in and push it up. Is that the right boot? Yes, it is. Okay, so that is how it's done. It just pops, not pops in, just slides on. Okay, so don't expect to hear or feel any type of popping. Now, as far as a close-up goes of the red boot, you have, again, it's all painted. It says HH for Hulk Hogan. You have sort of some black little smoke, flamey design. Again, the strings are sculpted, and then you have some more designs over here. Super awesome paint job on the accessory boots. I mean, I'm really impressed with that. All right, so here is a set of hands that I did not go over with you, okay? And I think that we should go over it because it's sort of like one of the pinnacle parts of this figure that sort of sells it to people, other than, you know, how well it looks, okay? The hands, these specific hands, are something that I've never seen before on a figure. It is magnetic. And the way this works is right here at the knuckles, right where you bend the fingers, the hand separates. It actually comes apart and it's held together by two little pegs, two little grooves, and what kind of feels like a pretty high-powered magnet, because it's already pulling it together, and it locks it into place. Now you're kind of wondering, what's this for? Well, if you started this video from the beginning, you'll have noticed that I set him up with a shirt that is ripped. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to try to do this on camera, guys. It's going to be difficult for me, but I'm going to try. Okay, so let's take this off. Let's take this off and carefully move the arm up. Carefully move the other arm up and kind of like rotate him. I feel like I'm dressing a child. It's okay. Let's just try to get this review done before my girlfriend comes home and realizes that I am a complete, utter nerd for dressing a 50-year-old man doll in my house. All right. Oh, the wristband came off. It's okay. We can just leave it off for now. We'll take this one off too for now. So let's try to get this on camera. Normally I'd edit this out, but I want you guys to see it, you know, how it's done. So you get his one arm in here, the other arm in there. Okay, and you want to kind of pull it down, squish it together nicely. It could be a little pain in the butt. All right, so you keep working the shirt down until it's on him like this, like nicely. And then you want to kind of work the arms back over to an upward position like this, sort of like he's ripping it apart. Maybe move him out just a little bit like that. And then you want to bend these up like that. Okay. Now I found it to be a lot easier if you actually do this with the hands unattached from the wrist peg. So I'm gonna try my best to get this on camera. This is not a very simple process to do, okay? So the first thing you want to do is detach the magnet from the arm, from the hand, okay? And what I did was I took this okay, and I actually laid the fabric of the shirt like that, okay, right, so the fabric butts up with the little pegs, okay, just like that, and I held it like this. All right, 1 second, let me try to do it again. It's not very easy to do on camera. Held it just like that, and then what I did was I went ahead and locked it into place. So now, as you can see, he's gripping his shirt, okay, and then you want to kind of hold it into place, and there you go. You got a sort of a ripping effect. Let's try to do the other one now really quick, and you'll get the pose right. You know, it's pretty much how you want to do it. So again, we're going to just go ahead and lay this in there so the fabric looks like that. And we're going to grab the hand. We want to keep the fabric there, you know, butt it up against that. Hopefully I got it. Yeah, there we go. And again, you'll see he's holding on to the fabric there, as you can see right there, okay, and then we're going to go ahead and position him into the wrist peg, and you kind of can stretch it out and create that cool effect. Now you're going to want to play with this, you know, position it whichever way you want to. You might want to do it lower, you know, you could do it lower like that, or you can maybe bring out the arms more, but for the most part it's gonna stay like that. The hands are just genius. I think that they're one of the coolest sets of hands I've ever really seen for a figure like this, you know. I don't think I've ever seen a magnetic set of hands. So, all right, so that's pretty much the, you know, the figure. I actually wanna, you know, while I have you guys here, I wanna show you guys a comparison for the Mike Tyson figure really quick. So here's a comparison between the Hulk Hogan figure and the Storm Collectables Mike Tyson figure. You can tell that they really did a fantastic job with the proportions. You know, Mike Tyson is 5'8", I want to say, 5'8", as far as height goes, and Hulk Hogan is huge. He's like 6'5". So you can tell that both the figures, you know, Hulk towers over you know, Iron Mike, but this is the body, you know, for Mike Tyson, and you know, they did a great job with this body. It was fantastic. Everybody was so happy when it first came out. They just had some minor issues because I live in Los Angeles, okay, so it is hot here year round, and it's, you know, the weather is very dry. So you know, the body for Mike had, whew, that was lucky. The body for Mike, you know, reacted differently than it would to the weather in, like, let's say Asia. And back when they developed this figure, you know, Storm didn't really take that into consideration, their engineers. So what they did was they fixed the issue with Mike. First of all, they sent out replacement arms and legs for the cracking issue, and they fixed the problem. You know, they literally spent 6 months, you know, researching and designing and engineering this new type of body, you know, for Hulk Hogan. So the best thing I can say is this: I'm gonna keep an eye on it for the next, you know, few months to you know, maybe even close to a year. And if I have any issues with it, I'll make a video to let people know. But as of now, I have faith that this, you know, this group of guys over in Hong Kong, you know, did their best to make one of the best muscular bodies that I've seen in a long time. So yeah, again, back to my original final thoughts of the figure. Like I said, the head sculpts look great. The body looks fantastic. You know, you have the really nice spandex on the lower part, you know, his legs. The legs are beefy. You have the beautiful paint on the boots. Just all the accessories again. The back looks, you know, ripped and everything. So I love the figure. You know, I gotta tell you that I love it. There's not much bad I can say about this. There really isn't anything bad I can say about it. I have a place cleared out for him already in my display case, and I'm ready to let him do his thing and just show off, you know, his amazing physique. Hulk Hogan is an awesome guy. He's a great wrestler. You know, and he is definitely embedded as part of my childhood. So I hope you guys enjoyed the review. It took me a little longer to put this review out there for you guys because I wanted to take my time, and I got a million other projects going on right now with my 1/6 Society group. By the way, if you haven't joined yet, head over to Facebook and put in 1/6 Society and search groups and come join us. We have you know, over 1,000 members now, and we have fun discussing figures and posting photos and so forth. Fantastic guys, you know, and gals in that group who show off their collection. So come join us. All right, well, that's it, guys. Hit that like button if you like the video. Subscribe to my channel. I really hope you do. As you guys know, I'll be putting out more reviews in the future. Again, this is Storm Collectables Hulk Hogan 1/6 scale exclusive figure. If you don't have it yet, go pick it up. If you can still get it. I'm not sure if I think they're sold out of the exclusive, but they'll have the regular version, I'm sure, available in various online distributors. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. Catch you at the next video. Thanks for watching.